Let's solve this question. This question is taken from SPM 2021 Paper 1 Section B, and it is from your Form 5 at Math Chapter 6 Trigonometric Function. Now let's look at Part A. Given that sine x is equal to t such that x is an acute angle, first quadrant, express sine 2x in terms of t. Let me sketch a diagram for you first. Okay, I'm going to draw a triangle here in the first quadrant. This is x. This is a right angle triangle. So how do we get sine x? SOH, opposite side divided by the hypotenuse, right? Since the given sine x is equal to t, so it means that s opposite is t and this is 1. So t divided by 1, you will get t. Okay, so can we get the length here? Right, no problem, right? This one. So this one is 1 minus t square. Okay, square root. Okay, now we want to find sine 2x. So still remember this formula. Sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta times cosine theta, right? So I'm going to use this formula to help me to get the answer for sine 2x. So sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x times cosine x. Okay, to just copy sine x given by the quotient is equal to t. And okay, let me put a parenthesis first. You don't want to put a parenthesis, it's okay. So 2 times t times cosine x. So cosine is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse, CAH. Adjacent, this one, hypotenuse 1. So this divided by this, you don't have to write 1, it's okay. 1 minus t squared divided by 1. You don't have to write divided by 1. Okay, then open up the parentheses. So it will be 2t times square root of 1 minus t squared. Okay, so this is the answer for part A. Now let's go to part B. Given that cosine theta is equal to k and the theta is greater than 270 degrees, less than 360 degrees. So this means that fourth quadrant. So express cosine 1 over 2 theta in terms of k. Let me sketch a diagram for you first. So this is fourth quadrant, right? Draw a right angle triangle over here. Here is theta. This is theta. Okay, cosine theta is equal to k, CAH, adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So k adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Okay, so can we get the length here? No problem, right? So 1 square minus k square. So I do not write square because 1 square and 1 is the same thing. And then square root it. Okay. Now, but we are looking for cosine 1 over 2 theta. Now, I'm going to use the half angle formula. Still remember this, cosine 2 theta, we have 3 formulae, right? This is cosine square theta minus sine square theta, the first one. And then we have 2 cosine square theta minus 1. And the last one, 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Okay, so here I think I will use this one to help me to get the answer for this. Let me copy, rewrite again the formula. Cosine 2 theta is equal to 2 cosine square theta minus 1. But now I'm looking for cosine theta over 2. This 1 over 2 times theta is the same thing as theta over 2. So what I'm going to do is modify this formula a little bit, become half angle formula. So it will become theta 2 cosine square theta over 2, which means 1 over 2 times theta. The rest we just copy. Okay, now I'm going to use this formula to help me to get the answer. Cosine theta given by the quotient which is equal to k. So I'm going to change this become k. The rest, let me copy first. 2 cosine square theta over 2. So if you want to write 1 over 2 times theta, it's the same thing. Minus 1. Okay, so this negative 1 move to the other side. Become plus 1. Okay, then this whole thing divided by 2 is equal to cosine square theta over 2. Okay. Now, cosine theta over 2 is equal to square root of this whole thing. K plus 1 over 2 plus minus. But do we accept this 2 plus or minus? Okay, try to think. Now, theta is within this range 270 degree and less than 360 degree. This is a range for theta. So now we are working for theta over 2. So if I divide the theta by 2, this will become 135 degree and this will become 180 degree. So this is actually the second quadrant, right? So we know that the second quadrant cosine will be negative. Still remember the ASTC rules. ASTC. So this is second quadrant. Second quadrant only sign positive, right? So now we are talking about cosine. We know the answer must be negative. Okay, so this is the answer for part B. Okay, now let's try part C. Find the value of tangent 22.5 degree in search form. Okay, we are looking for this. I noticed that 22.5 degree is actually half of 45 degree, right? Now, I'm going to use this formula to help me to get the answer. Tangent 2 theta, what is the formula? 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent square theta, right? Okay, now we are looking for this one. So if I substitute the theta as 22.5, what will happen? Now it will become like this. Tangent 2 times 22.5 degree is equal to 2 tangent 22.5 0 degree minus, okay, oh sorry, not minus, divided by 1 minus, okay, oh, let me rewrite it again. Okay, let me double check. Yes, correct. So this, it will become tangent 45 degree. Tangent 45 degree. To the rest, I'm going to copy first. 22.5 degree. 1 minus tangent square 22.5 degree. Okay, so what is tangent 45 degree? You can press your calculator. If you don't want, you can use this triangle to help you to get the answer. 1 square root of 2. This is 45 degree. This is 45 degree. So tangent 45 degree is actually equal to 1, right? DOA. So this is equal to 1. Now, here I'm going to copy first. But actually you can do it faster, but you don't have to write this step, it's okay, but for explanation I will show you clearer the step so that you understand it better. Now this look complicated, right? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to let this one be y. Let y be tangent 22.5 degree. So whenever I see tangent 22.5 degree, I'm going to change it become y. So let me continue doing it here. 1 minus 2, oh sorry, this is 1 equal to, not 1 minus. 1 is equal to 2 y over 1 minus y squared. Okay, so I moved it up to become multiply. 1 times 1 minus y squared is equal to 2y. So 1 minus y squared is equal to 2y. I'm going to rearrange all the terms, make it at right in general form, quadratic equation in general form. So it will become y squared plus 2y minus 1. Okay, equal to 0. Now, in such form, right? So I know I need to use a quadratic formula. So now I'm going to use a quadratic formula to help me to get tangent 22.5 degree. So y is equal to, so you remember the formula, negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? Okay, so the b is 2, negative 2 plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so for 4 times this, you will get positive plus 4. Okay, this you will get 8. You can just press your calculator. 2. So this one, you can press your calculator, or you want to calculate manually, it will become like this. So why suddenly it become like this? Because square root of 8 is actually equal to square root of 4 times 2, right? So square root of 4 is equal to 2, and then we left 2 inside the square root sign. Therefore, it will become like this. Or you can just press your calculator. Now, so I'm going to do some factorization here. Cancel out the 2. Now, eventually, I will left this. Now, can we accept these two, plus or minus? Try to think. This is 22.5 degree, right? So we know that the answer must be positive. Therefore, tangent 22.5 degree is equal to negative 1 plus square root of 2. So we ignore about this negative 1 minus square root of 2. This will give us negative answer. We know that this is the first quadrant, all positive, right? So we take the positive one. Okay, this is the answer for part C.